Okay, we're good to go. Coach, what would you say was the biggest problem tonight for you guys?
We dug a hole early, got behind, but we were able to fight back, making shots that we normally make. And when it got down to crunch time, we just missed some shots that we normally make throughout the year. And you can't ask for better shots that we had. For the most part, there was a few questionable shot selections, but for the most part, we had guys shooting the shot that we wanted them to shoot. And you know, it's a make or miss game, and we just missed them in the last 4 minutes of the game.
Seems like fouls really hurt you guys. Was there just something they were running with their scheme that required you guys to play more physical, which resulted in the fouls?
I don't think you really want me to discuss the foul situation at this time. I mean, they're underneath us the whole game. They were calling them early, and we were getting to the foul line. All of a sudden, we weren't getting any calls at all for a minute, and then we're getting called for touch fouls up top. And it takes you out of your game. You got guys that normally play 25, 26 minutes a game, and you know they're sitting there with playing 19. Because they're in foul trouble the whole game.
Coach, did you say anything to the guys after they had some success on a couple of inbound plays early? Because that really seemed to be kind of a hit there towards the end as well.
Yeah, we mentioned it. We tried to change something up, and it apparently didn't. It wasn't received appropriately because they got one late in the game that, but they had run the same. They had run the same play 3 times, and late in the game we'd already talked about it at halftime, and they still got it. So it wasn't received. Maybe I didn't send the message the right way.
Justin, this obviously isn't the way you want to end your high school career, but obviously did a lot of great things at Crisfield. How would you say that you changed the culture here in the program?
I didn't finish what I would finish. So all the other stuff that I got doesn't really matter right now.
Coach, what did you see from Southern, particularly Wiles and Rudy Ebert? Just they seem to be going back-to-back scoring, especially in the third quarter. You guys didn't quite respond very well. What was what did you see from them?
Well, we tried to change our defensive look a little bit, and they got a couple buckets early, so we had to go back to what we were doing. We knew they were a good team. We knew that those 2 players were excellent players. We talked about them all week. We thought we had a good plan for them. They're good players. They're going to make plays, and I thought we played good defense on them in stretches, and other stretches we just didn't. And I think our players are capable, certainly, of playing the defense. They've shown it, but they're good players. I mean, good players going to make good plays.
Coach, I could have asked you about it the other day, but regardless of today's outcome, how do you think that this team, the success it was able to obtain this season, will inspire the players coming back as well as future grabbers down the line to get back to this spot?
Well, we just got done talking about it. We want to fuel the fire. This has to burn. It hurts. I know it hurts my players. You can tell it. And the ones that have a chance to come back, they just have to. There has to be motivation for them to get back to this spot. And the guys that are coming up in 8th, 9th grade, they see us, the send off in the morning. It's got to generate some buzz. That they want to come back and play. But this hurt doesn't go away unless you put the work in and you get a chance to come back. And they're hurting right now. I'm hurting right now. This is not the feeling we wanted to be feeling right now at this point.
Coach, you guys, just looking at the scores, usually score 60, 70, 80 points or more. Is there anything other than just miss some shots, say maybe at a subpar shooting night that they did that caused you a little more difficulty than, say, the last couple of games?
They're a better team than some of the teams that we play against, I'll be honest with you. I mean, they're a good team. When you get to this point, I think we're averaging probably around 77 points a game. But we're also getting to the foul line more than 10 times a game because we're pounding it inside, and usually we're getting those types of calls. But they're good defense. They rotated well. They were underneath us. They drew a couple charges off of our drives, off our posts. So I mean, if you are able to do those types of things, and then we're missing shots that we normally make, that's when you get the 52 points in a game. But they're a good team. That's the bottom line. They're not here because they got lucky. They're good.
Justin, you care to comment on what's next for you and what your thoughts are going into the offseason and going forward?
Work harder than last offseason because obviously it wasn't enough. And for the people coming up, I just wish them the best.
Any other questions? Thank you guys very much. Congrats on a great season.